Good idea to put something behind the pieces that you're going to glue, because it is glue. It's going to get all over stuff sometime eventually. And you want that magazine page between, this the part you're going to glue to the cover and your inside, so that all stays clean. And then here you go. We're going to start with this cover up here. I just put it on, brushing it towards the cover. Don't put any glue down here. Remember that, please. And get the edges. This stuff is pretty potent, so you should have a mask on. I don't. Good idea, though. Okay, so brushing it away. You can get this stuff at any hardware store in the over, towards the paint and all that kind of stuff. Just ask for contact cement. Okay, so then I'm going to put a good glob like that. I'm going to grab my putty knife and I'm going to pull it away from the spine, spread that stuff around. And you don't need a lot. You just want to make sure, I like to make sure anyway, that I get it all covered. See a spot there. If you see any of the little blank spots, go back and get it again. Okay? And you just spread it around. Take that putty knife and make it smooth. Always going away from the center, so you're coming back over the edges like that. Okay? When you get it spread like that, here's what I like to do. You got a dirty piece of magazine cover there. Get another clean one ready. Pull that up. Get in here. Get rid of that. And put another clean one in there. And then you're almost ready. Now do the same thing over here. You got to stay inside the lines. You don't go all the way out to the edge. So on this one, it's a little bit different. Put this in here. Follow that edge. You want to be very careful on the outside edges. The only problem is if you go all the way to the edge, it's going to have a dark color to it. Some people like that. I've done that on some Bibles. If you take it all the way out, it'll have that same dark color that you see there. It'll stay stained, and some people like that. It's up to you. But cover that all the way out to that pen line at least. And we're going to do this all the way around. We've made a design decision, and we're going to go ahead and take this all the way out to the edge and give it that burnished kind of dark look. I'm glad. It's easier that way. So we can put a little bit more on, and we'll just be able to drag it out with a putty knife that way. And just make sure you get that just about like that. You don't have to be too picky with it, because it's never going to be seen. Okay, let's see, once we start this, how much more we've got to put on. See that? How much easier that is now. This is going to look like it's dry pretty quick, and you don't want to let it set too long. In fact, as soon as we have this covered, we're going to go ahead and smack them together. I'll show you what I mean by smacking them together. Just, let it puddle up there a little bit, and we're almost ready. That looks a little thin, so I'm going to beef that up. The leather really soaks up the glue. So there you go. And you're going to drag away any excess, so don't worry about putting too much on. Duh. There you go. Okay, enough to spread. All right, here we go. To the edges. Okay, and notice I've left the Bible sitting while I'm gluing this up, which is a good idea since we decided to go all the way to the edges, because now I can't see the pen line. Okay, I think we're about ready to turn this thing down. Okay. One side ready. We need to replace that dirty piece of magazine cover with a clean piece, or it'll connect to that other cover when we bring it over. So we'll get rid of that. And slide that over there. And we're ready. Here we go. We're going to roll. Carefully roll it over. Take that out for a second. And this is going to be in place once it's down. Okay, just like that. And what we're going to do now is just smack this thing. In just a second. This cement will kind of rub off when it gets all by itself, so that's good. Okay, that is tight already, but what we're going to do, just cover that up, roll it over like this, put it down here on the ground, and just smack it. That gets out the aggression. And let it sit for a little bit. It's going to be good. One half of the cover done.